All right. It's 6:30. Kaylee, how'd you sleep?
I slept great. I'm ready to go.
You ready? Hey everyone, welcome to RedFam Vlogs, where journeys become adventures and adventures become memories. It is about 6 a.m. Our time here in Orlando, and we are getting ready to go and do our first full park day here in Magic Kingdom. Had a really good night's sleep last night. You got all our stuff ready, put on a movie, and passed out, and now we're up, getting ready, and just wanted to come on, film a quick intro before we head that way. Real quick, one of the things I wanted to talk about that I did not talk about yesterday, if you watch the pre-intro video, I talked about how we watched a lot of Disney content creators in order to help give us some ideas of things to do. But one other thing I wanted to talk about is we actually had somebody else help us in planning this trip as well. And their name is Magical Coordinators with Caitlin. So this time around, we actually planned most of this Disney trip ourselves, which if you've ever planned Disney yourself, you know it can be a lot. Dining reservations, lightning lanes, park strategy, transportation, it's basically a full-time job. And even though we planned it on our own, we definitely were not alone. Because I have a longtime friend named Caitlin Pospischel, and she's a travel agent with Magic Coordinator Vacation. Caitlin's been a friend of mine for years. Seriously, since like elementary school. And one thing I've always known about her is she is seriously knowledgeable about all things Disney, and Universal too. She knows the tips, the tricks, the timing, the hidden details, the kind of stuff that can turn a stressful trip into a magical one. And honestly, even though she didn't officially plan this trip for us, she still took time, as a friend, to answer questions, give advice, and help us be way more prepared than we would have been on our own. So Caitlin, if you're watching this, thank you. Seriously, it means a lot to us that you helped out in what you could do. And hey, if you're thinking about planning a Disney or Universal trip, I definitely recommend checking out Caitlin's Facebook page and seeing what she can do for you. Because having someone who truly knows the parks and truly cares about your trip makes a huge difference. So, if you're looking for somebody to give you some ideas, help you with booking things, stuff like that, I would definitely reach out to her because she is amazing. She's so knowledgeable on not just Disney, but also Universal and planning all that. So I'm going to put a link to her Facebook page down in the description. That way you can go and find her. So before we get going into the parks here real quick, I just wanted to give kind of my first tip of the trip. I'll just call it the RedFam tip of the trip. First tip, especially for Disney, this is something that, was probably the number one question asked in all the Disney websites, surveys, videos that I watched. What shoes should I wear to Disney? Now, I can't tell you what the best shoe is because everybody has a different opinion about shoes. So, my first part is wear what shoe is comfortable for you. Okay, you know your feet better than anybody else. You know what works, what doesn't. So, I'm not going to recommend a specific brand, but wear, what works best for you. So like for example, so these are the two shoes that I brought for the parks. On the right, the white ones are On Cloud Techs, and then on the left The black ones are just Nike Revolutions. Nothing, super fancy. The important thing is, though, is you want to make sure that these are your shoes, whatever you buy, are broken in before you come to Disney. Number one thing to not do is wear brand new shoes to the parks because you're going to be walking, a lot in the parks, in the different resorts, whatever you decide to do plan-wise, and walking around in new shoes is definitely not going to be good for your feet. So, whatever shoes you're comfortable with, make sure you have, 2 pairs. I recommend that way you can wear one day, take them off, let them kind of rest, wear the other shoes the next day, and then just kind of switch back and forth. But yeah, that's our first tip of the trip. So we're going to continue getting ready, and then we're going to head out and catch our shuttle for Magic Kingdom today. It's going to be a fun day. All right, it's 6:30. Kaylee, how'd you sleep?
I slept great. I'm ready to go.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you at the shuttles. All right, so we are heading down, get ready to catch the shuttle. But first, we're gonna stop in the food court and get us some caffeine to help wake us up. So,
Good morning.
Good morning indeed.
to you. Good morning, and how do you do?
Exactly. All right, we have,
I'm not gonna fall.
okay, we have our caffeine secured. Actually, another RedFam tip of the trip. These mugs are actually refillable mugs. You can buy them at any resort for $22 each, which is kind of a good thing because you get free refills at any resort on soda, tea, coffee. It's free. So, if you're
It's $22, but
it's $22.
for the whole of your trip, it's gonna save you, I feel like,
quite a bit of money. Yeah. So if you're kind of a caffeine fiend like we are, this is definitely a good bang for your buck. But we are actually in line for Magic Kingdom shuttle. Actually, I think we are the first ones in line for what I'm assuming is the first bus for Magic Kingdom. So,
first on the bus.
Yep, getting up early, a success. So, yeah, here's a little bit more of the resort. A little bit of didn't get to film last night, but this is kind of the front of the shuttle buses. And so now we're just waiting on the bus to Magic Kingdom. First one's on the bus to Magic Kingdom. Now we're waiting for others to show up, and then we're gonna head that way. So excited, here we go. All right, we're off the bus, and we are heading over to Magic Kingdom. So, surprisingly, we were the only ones on our bus coming from All Star Sports, but we're gonna get in here and we're gonna see what these rope drop lines look like real quick. So, gotta get through security first, and then we'll get going. So, we'll update you once we get to the main entrance. Good morning.
Hey.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right. We got through security. That was easy. So now we're gonna get to main entrance here, and then we're gonna see the castle here pretty soon. So excited. All right. We're through. Disney has our DNA now. So now we're going to walk because we don't run in the parks, to Main Street, and we're gonna go see the castle. All right, any second, we're gonna get our first view of the castle.
I like it better. You like it better what? I do too.
There it is. And we get to see it with its new colors. Because if you remember, or if you've looked at other videos, it used to be pink for an anniversary, but they've recently painted it, and I think they've pretty much finished painting. So it's looking good. So, but here we are on Main Street, okay, and we're gonna keep walking along, and probably gonna stop and take some pictures here, and then go do our first rope drop. All right, so we got some pictures kind of in front of the castle, and now we are going to do our early entry because we are staying at a Disney resort. So we're going to get through and then go to Fantasyland for our first rope drop. All right, first rope drop of the day. We're riding Winnie the Pooh. Here we go. Here we go. First ride.
For food. If you ask me, you'll never reach that dream.
Oh dear, hang on tightly, Roo.
Oh, yes. As I was saying, my Aunt Clara went to visit her cousin. Right this way.
All right, we just finished our first rope drop ride. We did Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Kaylee, what'd you think about it?
That was so precious.
Right?
It brought back a lot of memories. That was like a nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
One.
I mean, if you grew up in the 90s, you definitely grew up watching Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
So, but no, I actually don't remember riding that ride, years ago, the first time I came here, but no, it was cute. Like she said, some nostalgia. So, all right, now we're gonna head over to our second rope drop. We're at least gonna go see what the line looks like. We're gonna go check out Little Mermaid. So we'll see you. If the line's not too crazy, we're definitely gonna ride it. If not, we might go do some other things. But then we have our first lightning lane at 9:15. So we have a plan, but we're also kind of playing it by the ear. So, we'll see how that goes. So stay tuned. All right.
What's a favorite movie? Sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
This was a favorite movie of Christine and I when we were growing up. So this one will be really fun too and great nostalgia.
Oh yeah, this was another growing up watching as a kid, but we have made it to Little Mermaid, Journey Under the Sea. So we're gonna go ride that real quick, and then we'll kind of see what we're gonna do from there.
I'll make you human if you give me a voice, she says. And Ariel gets all flustered. I don't know what she's signing. Wait.
We're going underwater.
Oh, here we go. Hold your breath. All right, second rope drop done, Little Mermaid. Kaylee, what'd you think?
I loved it. I always love the music.
Oh yeah,
Kinda
you were.
singing.
Yeah, you were dancing and grooving the whole time. It no, it was cute. Like I said,
That was
little
very cute.
nostalgia memory trip.
Yeah.
So, what time is it?
8:47.
8:47. So we actually have a little bit of time before we go to our first lightning lane. So I think we're gonna go do some other stuff. Maybe walk around, see some things, and then we're going to head to our first lightning lane. So we'll see you then. All right, so we just got done with our first lightning lane. It was Haunted Mansion. Didn't do any filming in there because we just wanted to enjoy the ride. So, Kaylee, what did you think about Haunted Mansion?
It was spooked.
I'm gonna be honest, and maybe they've done some updates since the last time I rode it when I was a kid, but I feel like it was a lot scarier when I was a kid than it was now. I mean,
It didn't seem scary to me.
yeah, I mean it was spooky, but it wasn't. I felt like it was a lot scarier as a kid. So I don't know, but okay. So we just booked our next lightning lane. We're gonna go check out a show. We're gonna go see Mickey's PhilharMagic. So we'll see you over there. Oh yeah, I know. It tells you what you're supposed to be doing next. Yeah. All right, we just got out of Mickey's PhilharMagic. Kaylee, what'd you think?
That was actually one of my favorites so far. Like, it was really cute. You put the glasses on and it's 3D, and they did a great job with the production of that. I loved it.
I definitely remember the show a lot differently from the last time or the last time I came to Disney. But yeah, it was very cute. Very, very nostalgia. Throwback to a lot of the favorites of the 90s, and even had a little bit of new stuff because it had Coco in it. But all right, so we're gonna get out of Fantasyland for a little bit, and we're gonna head on over to Tomorrowland. So we'll see you over there. All right, we just got out of Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Kaylee, what you think?
I loved it. It's my new favorite.
Over PhilharMagic?
No, but I will say I really liked it. It was funny.
It was good.
It incorporated the people that were literally sitting in there, which I thought was really cool and really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, our next lightning lane, we have a little bit of time, but we got to make our way over to Adventureland for that. But I think along the way, I think we're gonna maybe try and find something to eat. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll see you at the next one.
Come on, everybody, here we go!
Kaylee, poor Nana.
Poor Nana.
Poor Nana. Poor Nana, poor father.
Yeah. Little Mermaid.
A little bit. All right, Kaylee, we just got done riding Peter Pan. What do you think?
It was awesome. It wasn't as exciting as it was kind of like cool, because it takes you up instead of being just on the ground.
Right.
So that was really neat. That was really neat.
Yeah. And it's nice. We had a lightning lane for it too, so we didn't have to wait. I believe when we got there, standby waiting was 50 minutes, which actually isn't too terrible normally for that ride, because that's a ride that usually gets 70 plus minutes standby waiting time. So yeah, we I think if I had to guess, we were probably in that line, in the lightning lane line, for probably 15 to 20 minutes. So sure, not too bad. So, but all right, so that's Peter Pan done. I think we have a little bit of a while till our next lightning lane. So I think we are just going to kind of mosey about, see what's around, and you know, we'll get back to you probably at our next lightning lane. If we book anything ahead of time, we'll be back. So having a great day.
All said and done, there's really only one of Margie. Margie is you on earth.
Everyone's got something. A party's like a big pot of gumbo. It takes all the different flavors coming together to make it good.
All right, we've been doing some shopping, walking around Main Street. Got myself a t-shirt, got some souvenirs for some other people, got to see the Dapper Dans, if you didn't see part of that video, and then we went and
This is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service around.
went and rented a locker for the stuff that we got, so we didn't have to carry it all with us. And now we are currently on the People Mover in Tomorrowland. Just kind of taking it all in. Got some lightning lanes later on that we're going to be riding, including Tron. You need to stay tuned for that one. Have Pirates of the Caribbean coming up soon, so definitely need to stay tuned for that.
For your safety, if you have wings,
Kaylee, how are you doing?
Polarizers,
Great.
please.
All right.
So
Thank
fun.
you.
The
Yep.
weather's nice, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's a busy place. It's got lots of people, but honestly, it's not that.
Next station is Tomorrowland Urban Plan
Good.
and Star Traders.
All right, well, we're gonna keep chugging along, so stay tuned.
Don't worry,
Bye.
your express.
All right, we just got done with People Mover. I think we're gonna go meet a character now, so stay tuned.
Are you
Stitch.
okay? Did you cough? Oh, I'm sorry. Goodness. Got allergies? No? Hi, how are you? Oh.
You think Pudge is gonna take care of that weather for us?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's our 3rd year wedding anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
his favorite. He won't admit it, but it's his favorite.
All right, so that was meeting Stitch. That's actually our first character meet of this trip. Probably won't be the last one. Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, Stitch was really cool. So, okay, now we're going to mosey our way on over back to Adventureland because we have a lightning lane for pirates coming up here pretty soon. So we'll see you over there.
Surrender
Don't be cheeky. Don't be cheeky.
I'm studying me map. Oh, it's the treasure. I humbly accept this magnificent treasure as my reward rather than getting it last night. Let's go.
All right, just got done with Pirates. Kaylee, thoughts?
It was good. I was not expecting the little bit of sprinkle that I got from the water.
Oh, I don't know about sprinkle. I think we got kind of wet.
Nah.
So.
Not too bad though, not too bad. And it was very well done. I liked all of the characters and how they did it.
Yeah, so completely forgot about that drop at the very beginning of the ride that takes you into it. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Definitely a classic here at Disney World. So, okay, so we have a reservation for a single rider at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in Fantasyland. And then after that, I think we have a little bit of a break, and then we go ride Tron. So still a great day. The sun's come out, it's heated up a little bit, so that's kind of blah, but you know, I mean,
it's nice though nonetheless. I think the high is 82.
Right. Hey Kaylee.
Yeah.
So we're in Liberty Square walking around right now. Do you know why in the middle of the roadway it's like brown compared to kind of the red of the rest of the road? So it's depicting old-timey times in America, and in America at this time they didn't have toiletry systems. So the brown represents yeah, a sewage system. Yeah, so thought you might like to know that.
Fascinating.
All right, we've made it to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in the Lightning Lane. Definitely not going to be filming on this one because this one's going to be a little more intense than some of the other ones we've ridden. So camera's going to go up for a little while. But yeah, I'll let you know how it is when we get done. So see you in a little bit. We got down 7. I got you are. That's fun. It's fun. It was definitely intense though. And obviously not just other roller coasters, but
7 Dwarfs.
That was a lot. But no, it was good. It was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, after that, okay, well, because you were going to cut it well, a little bit of both. So our next single rider is Tron, but we still have to do a lot of those. We can figure that out. We were kind of run around, maybe drag you up, maybe find another still ride back. Yeah, we're going to do that, and then we'll see for Tron.
1. Rookie mistake. Later.
Hey everyone, so quick update from, kind of after the results of riding Mine Train. So we went and got something to eat, and then it started raining on us kind of hard, and so we had decided that we didn't have another ride, Lightning Lane, for another few hours, and so we made the decision to come back to the resort to rest, and then we'd get up and head back into the park to do our last Lightning Lane ride, and then fireworks show and some other things before we came back to turn it in for the night. We got back to the resort and we passed out, and ended up sleeping through our alarm. So we actually missed our last Lightning Lane for the day, and missing the fireworks show currently for Magic Kingdom, and so some of the other stuff that we were gonna do. So not exactly what I wanted or how I wanted our first full day to go in Disney World, but there's some good news. We do have an extra day built in at the end of our trip, to where we're going to do a lot of things that we didn't do on each park day. So, and it might even be a deal where tomorrow night, we might get done early with whatever we're doing tomorrow night, and then we might park hop over back to Magic Kingdom to watch the show and do some of the other stuff. So, but overall, other than ending the night the way we did, I had a pretty good first day at Disney World. Did a lot of stuff Magic Kingdom wise, rode a lot of rides, saw a lot of shows, did quite a bit of walking, did eat food. Obviously I didn't post us eating food, but a couple places we went to a sit down place for dinner. I'm sorry, for lunch. It's escaping me right now. But I'm sure after while I'm editing the video, I'll put it in text underneath during this part. But we went to a place in Adventureland for lunch that was sit down, and it was okay. It's kind of okay. Nothing really blew me away with that place. And then for dinner, we did quick stop at Casey's Corner. Both of us got a hot dog and fries, and it was, again, basic, hot dog and fries. It's hard to mess up hot dogs and fries. But so I think that's it for today. Tomorrow, we go to Epcot, and should be a fun one. Gonna eat all 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Epcot. Gonna be riding Guardians of the Galaxy. Definitely excited for that one. That's probably the ride that I'm looking forward to the most. Actually, no, second. I'll tell you my first in a later video. But gonna hopefully eat some great food, ride some good rides, and have a really good day. So, but that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video that you saw today, consider hitting subscribe, hit the like button for this video, and then ring that notification bell so you see when we post other videos. Yeah. So, as always, every journey becomes an adventure, and every adventure becomes a memory. Bye, everyone.